made possible thanks to viewers like you. Thank you.
Go watch Spider-Verse. Just go watch Spider-Verse. No, that's all I have to say. All right, bye. You know, I was originally going to make a joke like, out of all the animated films coming out this month in June, which one is the one worth watching? But is that even a question worth asking? Like, come on. We all know the correct answer. Ruby Gilman! Wait, no, Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. And that joke probably would have been more funnier if it was actually a surprise, but I mean, it's Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. This film is like so unavoidable right now. And rightfully so. It's a sequel to the already amazing Into the Spider-Verse, with Across building upon the foundation that the original movie started, both in its animation and its storyline. And also, it features Spider-Punk. Yeah, I understand why this movie is making a lot of money at the box office. Like, come on, audiences are clearly showing up just for him. Like, seriously, Sony? Kraven the Hunter? Nah, bro. Spider-Punk original movie, there you go. $1 billion right there. Like, that is a surefire hit, trust me. And on the completely opposite spectrum, you want to know what's not a surefire hit? Elemental. Yeah, I want to say I'm surprised that it's not doing well, but no, not really. I did kind of expect it was going to underperform. I mean, not only is Spider-Verse still in theaters, but there's also other movies that people want to watch. So, like, there's a lot of competition for this movie. But also, another factor why I think it's not succeeding as well is because of the marketing a little bit. A common thing you hear from people who watch the film is that the marketing did not represent the film well. And as someone who also watched Elemental and the trailers beforehand, yeah, no, I 100% agree. I remember when I saw the official trailer from Pixar, I honestly was really worried about this film. I was right there with everyone on the comments saying that how this looked good, but it just mirrored a lot of the storylines that Disney and Pixar have already made. Plus, after Lightyear came out, I think that's the point where I stopped really looking forward to Pixar films. Alongside Walt Disney Animation Studios, who released Strange World, which, yeah, that wasn't that good. And while Disney and Pixar have been failing these couple of months, other animation studios have been really picking up steam. Illumination with the Mario movie, Sony with Across the Spider-Verse and Mitchell's vs. the Machines, and DreamWorks with The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots. It felt like everyone else in the animation industry was innovating and making good films, besides Disney and Pixar, who are normally the trailblazers in animation. I mean, I know Disney had Encanto in 2021, and I feel like Turning Red gets a lot more hate than it deserves, honestly. I mean, I can understand not liking it, but to go so far as to hate it, I just can't personally see that. Like, can we all agree it's either a 5 or a 6 out of 10? Or if we can't even agree on that, at least let's say that Turning Red is better Asian representation than Velma. Based! Although that's not really a high bar to clear. But going back to talking about Elemental, the point being that this was the most worried I have ever been for any film ever. Lightyear destroyed my hype, and if this one wasn't at least decent, then from then on, I wouldn't have the desire to watch a Pixar film in theaters. Which I don't like saying that, but if Pixar is just gonna make a mediocre film, I might as well just wait for it to come out on Disney+. So, after watching it a week ago, how would I rate it? And is this a return to form for Pixar? Well, okay, honestly, this is such a hard film for me to rate, because this movie, at least looking at it critically, is really nothing special at all, with the most bare-bones storyline I've seen from Pixar, about Amber and Wade fighting off a ticket to keep Amber's family shop from shutting down. It also features an allegory about discrimination and immigration that the film isn't trying to be subtle about, the thing that they're trying to comment on. And overall, at times it feels very repetitive. Like for me, it felt as if the story was hitting the same story beats it just did. And the script has a good amount of animated children movie cliches, like the strict dad, the two characters who don't get along at first, but eventually grow closer to each other's shtick, plot holes, forgettable side characters, and of course, it wouldn't be an animated movie without the third act breakup. Oh boy, don't we all just love this trope?
Hear me out, please!
So, at face value, it seems easy for me to say that this is a bad movie and it's deserving of a 4 or 5 out of 10, right? Well, honestly, no, because while this movie has a lot of problems, I will admit that. I will still personally give it a 7 or 8 out of 10 due to how much fun I was having throughout all of it. Like, yeah, despite having a bare bones plot, I don't mind as much because it's used as a vehicle for the dynamic between Ember and Wade to start, who genuinely are such charming characters in their own right. I'm especially a big fan of Wade. He's such a lovable person who brings out the best in a lot of people and gives me massive golden retriever vibes. And Ember thankfully doesn't fall into the trap of being unlikable. She's not perfect, but she has enough traits that make her a great character to follow, and her character arc to learn to pursue the life that she wants instead of the life she thinks she owes to her parents is honestly amazing. But what really makes the film, and the reason why I love it a lot, is because the romance between the two of them is built up so naturally throughout the film. And it is genuinely so sweet and cute that I would go so far as to state this romance comes close to the levels of Wally and Eve. Maybe slightly below that, but still, it comes so very close to that. And dude, the part where they actually get together at the end and proclaim their love for each other. Oh my god, it's so good. Look, sorry for rambling, but Elemental, while I know it's a movie that has a lot of flaws, to me, it has just enough strengths to be a solid enough movie. And if you haven't seen Elemental yet, I am pleading you, begging you, to at least give it a chance when it comes out on Disney+. Because perhaps you'll be surprised at how surprisingly great it is. And even if you don't like it, look, I'm just glad you gave it a chance. Because I haven't felt this passionately about a movie in so long. It's just fantastic and I love it a lot. But this movie still represents a problem for Pixar. And that problem, at least for me, and probably for a lot of people, is that Pixar is playing it safe with the movies that they're coming out with. And no matter if I did like Elemental, it highlights a lot of the problems that people have with the writing of Pixar. I would even say Elemental is the magnum opus of what people don't like about modern day Pixar films. As somebody once said, it feels like a parody of the idea of what a Pixar movie is supposed to be, to bring non-human things to life, but without any of the tight and clever writing that Pixar is best known for. I'm seriously concerned that if Pixar doesn't care about its writing anymore, that they will no longer be a successful studio, and Disney might just force them to keep on making sequels to Toy Story and their other hit animated franchises. Okay, I know that's probably not gonna happen, but if something like Inside Out 2 and Toy Story 5 make more money than original Pixar movies, then I feel like Disney is gonna really start pushing for more Pixar sequels. Fingers crossed that their next original animated film is both a success and good. What do you guys think about the current direction of Pixar? Do you like their newer films, or do you feel like they fell off years ago? Let me know down below. Even though my name's Can't Catch, hopefully I catch you in my next video, whenever that comes out. Thank you and bye.
Da 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 da.